Choosing the correct type of broker is the most important decision you'll ever make as a Forex trader. By now, I'm sure that you have come across different type of brokers online. Can you name just a few? Yes, the guy at the back? Xnest. You've come across SNEX too? Yes? Pepperstone. Another one? HFM. Another one? Yes? FBS. FBS. Yes? Another one? Hot Forex. Hot Forex. Any other? Scope markets. Scope markets. Scope markets. Any other? Yes? FX Pesa, that is very popular. FX Pesa. Windsor. Number 8, Windsor. Brokers. Remember, there are numerous types of brokers online. Okay? You can even add just markets. Just markets. Markets. There is OANDA. There is FXCM. There are different types of brokers online. All right? Yes. Am I audible at the back? Yes, you are. Okay. So before trading Forex, you need to set up an account with a Forex broker. All right? So what exactly is a broker? You need to answer that question. A broker is an individual or a company that buys and sells orders according to traders' decisions. All right? And how does broker make money? We said when we were studying about spread, brokers make money by charging a commission or a fee for their service. All right? You may feel overwhelmed by the number of brokers who offer their services online. But when selecting a prospective Forex broker, you must find out if that particular broker is regulated by a regulatory agency called the CMA. What does CMA stand for? CMA stands for Capital Markets Authority, all right? Capital Markets Authority. Okay? Good. So deciding on a broker requires a little bit of research on your part. Okay? In this case, there are 3 brokerage models. All right? I said there are 3 brokerage models. Okay? All these brokers that you've mentioned, they have models of operations because they operate as a business and they must mitigate risk. All right? So the types of brokerage models, we have the type of brokerage models. First, we have A book. All right? A book model. We have 2, the B book model. And 3, we have the hybrid model. Okay? So in this session, we are going to look at how A book model operates, B book model operates, and how the hybrid model operates. Okay? So to start with, we'll start with the first one, the A book type of broker model. All right. So these ones we are going to deal with them later. So the A book model, this is whereby the broker passes the trades that you've put to a liquidity provider. All right. Good. So here they pass your trades to where? To a liquidity provider. All right. Good. What about another point? Another point is that they earn from commissions and spreads. All right. They purely earn from commissions and spreads. All right. When we will be dealing about the B book, you will know why we say that they purely earn from commissions and spreads. All right. The third point is that broker is transparent and impartial. Why? Because they pass your trades to the liquidity provider. Okay. So most of the times they are transparent and impartial. All right. Compared to the B book model. All right. Good. Another point is that they externalize their risk. All right. Why? Because they pass your trades to the liquidity provider. So they externalize their risk. Their risk. All right. Good. What else do we know about the A book model? Okay. So in this case, the A book model, they do not have conflict of interest if you compare them to the B book models. Okay. They do not have conflicts of interest. All right. Copy this, is very important. All right. Good. The last point is that in the A book model, their spreads can vary. Why do spreads here vary? Because they get those spreads from the liquidity providers. All right. Good. This is all about the A book model. All right. And again, they hedge clients' trade with its liquidity providers. That is why we said that they externalize their risks. All right. Good. So after we've learned this, we are going now to see, on the other hand, how B book type of brokers operate. All right. Good. So we are going to clean this and go and look at the B book brokers. All right. We will clean this if you are done copying. And now we will deal with the B book brokers. All right. The B book brokers. So when we look at the B book trade brokers, these are type of brokers that takes the opposite side of the trades that you put on in the market. All right. So here the broker can take the opposite side of your trades. All right. This is where we said, comparing to the A book broker, if this can take the opposite side of your trades, in the A book, the broker directly transfers your trades to the liquidity providers. But in this case, in the B book brokers, they ideally take the opposite side of your trades. Okay? In this case, there is potential for conflict of, there is potential for conflict of interests. All right? Why? Because if they are taking opposite side of your trades, that means if you lose, they profit. All right? So they will really want you to lose so that they profit. Okay? Where does conflict of interest comes from? It comes from there is also risk of manipulation. Okay? Where there is conflict of interest, there is risk for manipulation. Okay? There is a risk for manipulation. What do they manipulate? They manipulate the spreads and commissions. All right? Good. So you can see the disparity between a book broker and a B book broker. All right? We said that in the A book broker, they externalize the risk, but in this case, they internalize. That is why they are taking opposite sides of your trade. So here, they internalize their risks. All right? These points, I hope they are flowing. Okay? So here, they do not hedge clients' trade. Okay? They do not hedge clients' trades. They simply take the opposite side of your trade. They do not hedge your trades. Okay? In this example also, they offer fixed spreads. All right? They offer fixed spreads. If you remember what we said about the A-book broker, we said that they offer spreads that can vary. Why? Because they are offered by the liquidity providers. All right? They do not really have the control. But in the B-book broker, they offer fixed spreads. Why? Because they have total control of those markets. All right? So after having looked at that, we are now going to see the hybrid between the A book broker and the B book broker. All right? We call it a hybrid type of broker. All right? So we are going to rub this, or we can just use this. A hybrid broker. This is the third type of broker. So in this type of broker, it mixes the A book and the B book models. Okay? So this is a mix of A book and B book model. All right? That is why it is given the word hybrid. Okay? Good. So here, the broker divides up the client's trade according to risk profile. All right? So in the hybrid broker, what really determines where to place your trades is your risk profile. Okay? The risk profile of that trade that you've put on. All right? So they look at the risk profile. What do I mean by the word risk profile? High risk trades are handled internally by the B book model, okay? While low risk trades are routed to the liquidity provider, meaning a book, okay? So if we are talking about the risk profile, we are saying the high risk trades, the high risk trades are handled by who? By the B book. All right, they are handled internally by the B book. All right, what about the low risk trades? We said that the low risk trades are handled by the liquidity providers. All right, so they transfer the low risk trades to the liquidity providers. Okay, so this is how they integrate the A book and the B book models. How? By handling the high risk trades internally by using a B book, and those low risk trades, they transfer them to the liquidity providers, who are now called the A book. Any question about that? Should I give you time to ingest that first? Can we move on? Yes. That is clear? Good. So I'll tell you why personally I either recommend an A book broker or a hybrid broker, but never a B book broker. All right? So we wrap this and move to the next segment as fast as we can. So I'll tell you why I recommend a hybrid broker. So I recommend a hybrid model over pure A book or B book model because a hybrid broker model combines the strength of A book and B book models by processing smaller transactions internally while transferring the larger trades to the liquidity provider. All right? This is by risk profiling. Okay? What this does is that this approach helps brokers manage risk more effectively and cater to a broad range of clients' needs. Remember the way we are here in this class. There are those who have huge appetite for so much risk, and there are those who are risk averse, meaning they are low risk takers. All right? Good. So, remember, choosing a Forex broker is the first and the most important decision for new traders entering the markets. There are several features to consider when finding a broker. Okay? So here we look at those factors when choosing a Forex broker. All right? Factors to consider. Factors to consider when choosing a Forex broker. Why should you choose Just Markets instead of choosing Pepperstone, or choosing Pepperstone instead of FX Pesa, or FX Pesa instead of Hot Forex or HFM? Okay? So these are those guiding principles and guiding factors that will really guide you to choose the correct type of Forex broker. All right? So the first and the most important factor to look at a broker will be a broker who is offering relatively low spreads and commissions. All right? So low spreads and commissions. Remember, we said that this is our cost of doing business, all right? And this is what the Forex broker gets for offering or for being a mediator between us and the liquid providers, all right? Good. So Another factor to consider when choosing a broker is you want to choose a broker that offers a variety of markets to trade on. All right. So we want a trader that are offering major and minor and even exotic currency pairs. You want to choose a broker that can offer you indices, all right, commodities, okay, even stocks, all right. So you want a broker that offers you a variety of markets to trade. All right, this is very important. Okay. 3, you want a broker who offers you demo account and other resources to help you become a better trader. Okay, you want a broker who has demo account and other helpful resources. All right, good. So at number 4, we said something like CMA somewhere, the Capital Markets Authority. All right. So you want a broker that have regulatory compliance. Regulatory compliance. You want to make sure that their compliance certificate is within reach so that you don't make a mistake of depositing your money where it will not be safe. All right? Good. So another very critical factor to take on board is the question of leverage and margin amount. All right? The question of leverage and margin amount. On our third topic, remember, what do we say what leverage is? It is a loan from your broker. All right. So you want a broker that can give you good leverage. All right. What about margin? Margin, this is the amount of money that is required for you to deposit in that account so that you can trade with according to the particular lot size or position that you want to take. All right. Good. So this is very important. Okay. Another crucial point, factor to consider when choosing a broker is your deposit and withdrawal methods. All right. You really do not want to make profits, and then when it comes to withdrawing, there's a problem. Okay. So we are looking at the deposit and withdraw methods. Okay. Good. There are those that even use M-Pesa. Okay. There are those that will tell you to use your debit or credit cards. Okay. Good. There are platforms where you use cryptocurrency. Okay. So you will choose a deposit and withdrawal method that suits you best. All right. So another quite good factor is your trading platforms. Okay. Trading platforms. I know by now you know what MT4 is. Is that right? Yeah. MT5, C Trader. Good. So this is very important. Okay. So there are brokers who do not accept MT4, but they are on MT5. Okay. So this is very crucial. Okay. In addition, there are other good brokers that offer education materials for beginner traders. Okay. Yeah. So this is one of those factors to consider when choosing a broker. All right. So the last point, is education tools. All right. Good. So after having covered that, I'm quite sure by now you are so enriched that you can choose a Forex broker of your choice without any problem. Remember, we talked about ebook broker, We talked about B-book broker. We talked about a hybrid broker, all right? And we have just now talked about factors to consider when choosing a broker, all right? Any question about brokers? And remember, please do not forget, CMA, Capital Markets Authority. It is a regulatory agency, okay, that regulates Forex brokers. All right? Any question? Any question? We have just come to the end of our class today. And in the next session, we are going to learn about Forex trading sessions. All right? We have around 5 Forex trading sessions. Okay? Yeah. We start with the Asian session. We come to the London session, the New York session. We have the Frankfurt session. But these three are the most popular according to most traders. All right? So let us meet in the next class.